Hey everybody, it is your boy, Baseman Awakens, checking in with you for the latest video on the Baseman Awakens YouTube channel. For all my subscribers, I just want to apologize for not making any videos, but this has been an extreme time of change for me. I made a number of important changes in my life on a business and also personal level, which I'll be getting into in future videos. For new subscribers, I want to welcome you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm putting out some great content, and I know that you really appreciate what I have to offer. Now, today's topic, the importance of always pursuing your passions. I say again, the importance of always pursuing your passions. Some of the things that major changes or decisions that I've come to in my personal and also business life led me to make this video. And when I talk about passions, I'm not talking about our dreams. Our dreams are things that we would like an ideal, perfect life to accomplish, but our passions are the things that motivate us. Our passions are the things that give our lives meaning. And that's the reason why I say it is so important for us to never, ever lose our passions, or allow society, our friends, and our so-called family members to basically stop us from pursuing these passions. For some of us, these passions are what we do for a living. Well, those who are lucky enough. For other people, our passions are a hobby. And for some of us, it's a combination of both. Now, for me, my passion has always been teaching. I love to educate people. I love to learn about new topics and to help people learn about them as well. And that has always been one of my passions. And the funny thing is, I thought I was in a career field that would allow me to do that. Unfortunately, I came to find out that that was not true. And that is one of the decisions that I've come to. But with that being said, though, I've been thinking about it in terms of some of the decisions that I've made to finally start to pursue my passions in terms of being an educator and essentially working for myself. And over the last couple weeks, I've really had the opportunity to reflect on the decisions I've made to get to where I'm at in this life, and realize that for most of my life, I was living and doing things because it was expected of me, either by society or, more importantly, my family. Now, let me explain. Now, as a man, and I've talked about this in a few other videos, our two primary roles that society tells us is that we are protectors and providers. Now, in being a provider and a protector, at some point we are expected, and unfortunately the vast majority of us comply with, in giving up on our passions. Like in terms of getting a paycheck, the vast majority of us, including me, wake up and go every day to jobs that we hate and essentially sacrifice most of our lives, from our teens to our 60s and 70s, for those of us who are lucky enough to get that far, working in jobs that we hate and giving up on our passions to be those protectors and providers. And you know, that is quite sad. Not to say that we have the potential to have a perfect life, because in this matrix/clown world, I don't think that's possible. But I truly do believe that most men still have the ability to pursue our passions. But it's simply a question of what we choose to believe in. Do we believe in what society tells us? Do we believe in what our families tell us? Do we believe in what our significant others tell us? Or do we believe in ourselves? And that's the real question, whose voice, whose agenda is more important? And for me, as a 36-year-old man, I've come to the point in my life where I realize that my voice, what I want, comes first. And again, it doesn't mean that I'm not fulfilling my role as a protector and provider. I'm still doing that to the extent possible. But what I'm really saying is that my passions, as I stated before, being an educator, me working for myself, those are things that I suppressed for most of my life, most of my 36 years on this earth, because I felt I had to go and get that good job. I felt I had to go to the job that I hate. I felt I had to sacrifice to not only maintain my family, not my specific personal relationships, but my family and my role and my identity as a man. But I came to realize I was just like, I'm doing all of this for a lie. A society lies to us about everything, guys. I've talked about this in detail in my American Matrix Part 1 and Part 2 videos. And if you haven't checked it out, listen, because it's going to give you some more insight in terms of why I'm saying the things that I am, and about the importance of men pursuing our passions. I even take a look at the relationships that most of my male family members have, or even some of my friends, most of whom are either married in long-term relationships. And again, that evidence, that fact about them giving up their passions to fulfill that role, to fulfill the programming that society gives to them, is evident. They're all miserable. They're all in relationships where they're not even valued, where their voices are not even heard. And it's like they don't even believe they have a right to have their interests looked after. They don't even feel that they have a right to be valued. And again, I'm not attacking marriage here. I'm not attacking the necessity that men have to sacrifice to maintain our families, pay mortgages, put roofs over our head. No, not at all. But I'm saying, what do we get out of it? Like, and again, as I stated before, a passion doesn't have to be something that's all that particularly big. Like today you see me, walking at the beach and do my latest video on the Baseman Awakened YouTube channel. But I came to the same beach about 2 days ago with my fiance, and on the other side of the beach, obviously you can't see it here, in the parking lot, there was actually a go-kart race going on. And this was not kids, this was for grown adults. So these go-karts were going upwards to like 40 or 50 miles an hour. And that looked so fun to me. And I was just like, you know what? I respect the guys, and most of these drivers are men. And I was like, I respect what these guys are doing, because this is one of their hobbies. This is one of their ways to release from the pressures that our society places on them. This is one of their days to feel validated. This is one of their ways to feel validated, as opposed to the vast majority of them. I know that they're not validated at work. I know that they're not validated in their relationships. And even for the ones who are single, they probably feel lonely and unappreciated. But when they're on that go-kart track and they're out there racing, that passion, that validation that they've been seeking, they feel it, right? And they're competing with their friends, sometimes they're frenemies, however you want to describe it, but that deep appreciation of being a man comes out. And guys, that's what I really want to tie everything together. Never, ever, ever lose your passions for anyone. And that's a big litmus test in terms of who and what should be in your life. Again, your passion doesn't have to do with you being the richest man in the world. Your passion doesn't have to be about you having the biggest house. Your passion is about something that you enjoy doing, something that gives you meaning as a man. And you shouldn't let society, your so-called friends, or your so-called family members to force you to surrender that. And with that being said, I'll check in with you guys later. I'm going to be out here enjoying as much as I can of this beautiful day. Baseman Awakens, be on the lookout for a new video.